Hey guys, happy Monday, and we are working on weightlifting here. This is our second week of this cycle. So last week we did snatch pulls. This week we'll be working on the full movement plus some overhead squats. So it'll only be 4 sets, so we'll build up and try to work. We can build as we go, but we want the first set to have a little bit of weight, working on good technique. So here's what it's gonna be. It's gonna be a full squat snatch from the floor. Ideally we'll squat, you stand up, and then 3 more overhead squats. Okay, so let's say you don't have the mobility to do a full overhead squat. So basically we can just work the depth that you can do. So you can do a power snatch or like a half, right? So this is where you can catch, you stand up and then just work down as far as you can, about 3 of the same depth. Just working on that position, really working on that shoulder, armpit facing forward, good lockout, eyes and chest up, doing your best, okay? If you don't want to work on the overhead squat, another variation that we can do is do your best power snatch, right? And then the bar won't be super heavy. You're going to bring it back down to your neck and do some push jerks. Just trying to catch the bar with that open shoulders, working on that receiving position for 3 more reps, okay? Of course, always with our snatch, if you cannot do any movement out in this position, we can do the entire thing in a clean plus front squats. All right, so that's going to be our Olympic lifting work today. Let's talk conditioning. All right, so our conditioning is going to build off what we just did in the strength portion. Right, it's going to be 2 parts. Part 1 is going to be 15, 9, 6 of overhead squats and pull-ups. All right, from there you rest 2 minutes, and then it goes down in reps, but a more advanced variation, 9, 6, 3 of squat snatches. This should be a moderately challenging weight because it's not very many reps, and bar muscle ups, all right? So again, same thing we said in the strength. If you cannot perform an overhead squat or squat snatch, you can substitute front squats or squat cleans, okay? But again, first weight, you're gonna take off the ground for the overhead squat, you're gonna set yourself up, and you're gonna hit those squats. It should be a weight you can do relatively unbroken. You're gonna couple that with pull-ups. Okay, so we got banded pull-ups, all right? So working on good range of motion. Again, something you can do some decent unbroken reps with, all right? We can do jumping pull-ups. And from here, we rest 2 minutes. And then it's gonna be the harder part. The weight's gonna get heavier and do more complex movements. So the squat snatch, again, if you cannot squat snatch, you can do a power snatch, that's fine. And then the bar muscle up. So the bar muscle up is the more advanced one. So if you think about this, these 2 parts, if you're struggling to do a regular pull-up, the first round should be some easy version of a pull-up, and the second round should be a more advanced version of the pull-up that's more challenging. So you maybe, one scale would be to do regular pull-ups in the first part, and then maybe chest to bar pull-ups in the second, all right? We love doing the jumping bar muscle up scale, so you can set up something, do a jump and lock out. Okay, something like that. You can do a burpee pull-up, right? So you can do something like this instead of a muscle up. So that's going to be the conditioning for today. So let's talk about finisher. Finishers, 2 classic movements, guys. We got 3 rounds of dumbbell pullover. So you can set yourself up on a bench. All right, start with a dumbbell overhead. You're going to come down, keep that core engaged, and then drive back for 15 reps. All right, from there you're going to couple that with a plank for 60 seconds, adding weight if needed. Remember, in a plank, we want to focus on really pushing up through the shoulders, squeezing the butt and legs tight. Don't let anything sag as you go. All right, so if you can hold 60 seconds, you can add some weight to that. 3 rounds through for quality. That's it for today.